Hi, this is the SPB155J1, also known as the Alpinist. Today we have a look at the Seiko Alpinist SPB155J1. This particular Alpinist is available in other dial variations and colors. The one we are looking at has a warm green fumé dial with the edges of the dial having a darker shade than the center of the dial. Now before we continue, all the details in the next 60 seconds. Available with a textured green dial, a cool grey dial with a hint of color on the markers, and then also a gorgeous blue dial. All three share the same Lume treatment. Notice that the Lume is reserved to the dots and hands only. The Arabic numerals are not lumed. Beating inside and visible through the display caseback is the still relatively new automatic caliber 6R35, essentially the updated 6R15, a low beat movement hopping along at a relaxed 3 Hz. It displays hours, minutes, running seconds and also has a date complication. Like its predecessor, it has a rated accuracy of +25 to -15 seconds a day. Seiko has applied some magic to the mainspring, however, giving you now an increased power reserve of approximately 70 hours. The 38mm case is stainless steel and the crystal is sapphire with an AR coating on the inside. Featuring a screw-down crown and screw caseback, the watch boasts a 20 bar water resistance. Now, this is an Alpinist, but this version with its 38mm case lacks some of the typical points that some of you might have come to associate with the Alpinist range. There is no internal compass bezel, no additional crown at 4 o'clock, and indeed the case has been slimmed down considerably here as well. The one clear indication that we're talking about the Alpinist are those instantly recognizable cathedral hands and the Arabic numerals on the dial. The Alpinist, as the name suggests, is a watch that is linked to adventure and exploration. As soon as I put this watch on my wrist, I was reminded of another favorite watch of mine. This one right here, the Rolex Explorer. Well, not exactly this reference, but rather the older Explorers like the 1016 with their slimmer case and slightly more Spartan look. If that is an aesthetic that speaks to you, then I would certainly invite you to have a look at the Alpinist range as well. As mentioned, the case sits at that perfect 38mm and with a lug-to-lug of 46mm, pretty much anyone can wear this watch. The case offers a mix of brushed and polished surfaces, giving it a certain utilitarian look. Now, I really like how this particular version looks on the bracelet. A stainless steel bracelet with a brushed 3-link construction. The clasp is very nice and a few steps above the clasp that you would find on, for example, the Seiko 5 range. I also appreciate how the clasp is kept rather compact in size here without compromising on build quality. It's easy to operate and feels very solid. The case back is see-through, giving us a peek here at the caliber. Personally, not a must for me on this type of watch, but a nice touch nonetheless. Now clearly I like the looks of this watch and the specs on paper as well, but how does it wear? On my 6.5-inch wrist, the watch sits like a dream. 38mm is the sweet spot for me, and the overall proportions of the watch, including its sloping lug design, really make for an excellent wrist experience. The watch has a green dial and depending on the light changes quite a bit. Now, thanks to the dimensions and the versatile design on display, this makes the cut for a potential one-watch collection and certainly meets my criteria for a go-anywhere, do-anything wristwatch. If you want the most versatility, perhaps opt for the grey dial. Having more than enough dark dials myself already, I have a slight preference for the green and the blue version. Now, I would strongly suggest to grab these on the bracelet and add a strap afterwards to change things up. They look great on straps, but really come together on their bracelet. Of course, having then the option to wear on both a bracelet and a strap makes for an even more versatile watch.